my name is Gracia Natarina Chandra and I am from 9A. So, in this video, I will tell you guys a story about Cinderella. So, let's get started. Once upon a time, in a kingdom, there lived a pretty girl named Cinderella. She was very beautiful and kind-hearted. Her parents had long passed away, so she lived with her cruel stepmother and her two stepsisters, Anastasia and Drizella. Every day, the stepmother forced Cinderella to do all the housekeeping. Meanwhile, Anastasia and Drizella were only two lazy girls who loved to make over themselves. One day, there was a ball invitation from the kingdom to all the girls. The lucky girl would marry the prince. The stepmother and two stepsisters were so happy to hear that. Anastasia and Drizella started to dress up. However, they became noisier themselves. "Cinderella, comb my hair and put the ribbon on my head," said Drizella. "This is the ribbon for you, Drizella," replied Cinderella. No, take my shoes and fit it on my feet," shouted Anastasia. "Hey, she must do all what I say, not you." "No, she must help me to make me prettier than all girls." Shortly after the unimportant debate, they looked ready to go to the ball. Cinderella really wanted to go with them, so she asked her stepmother. "May I go to the ball, Mom?" asked Cinderella. What do you think? You would better stay at home, clean all the rooms, washing dishes and clothes," replied the stepmother. "You are even really small, Ella. If you go with us, you will make us shame," mocked Anastasia. "That's right. You don't even have a dress. The prince won't see you even if you come there," added Drizella. "But I really want to go there, sister," said Cinderella. Although Cinderella had begged, her stepmother and her two stepsisters didn't allow her to go to the ball. They left Cinderella alone at home. She began to cry. "I really want to go. I wish I can go to the ball and meet the prince," said her. Suddenly, there was a bright light. A fairy godmother appeared and approached her. "Cinderella, please don't cry. I'm a fairy godmother who will help you to go to the ball," said the fairy godmother. Cinderella was very happy. The fairy godmother asked Cinderella to find 6 mice, 6 lizards, and a golden pumpkin. So Cinderella went to the garden and brought them to the fairy godmother. "Aha, smart girl! Look, sim sim bim adabra." "Oh, I think it's not the spell. Simsalabim adakadabra." Magically, the golden pumpkin turned into a very beautiful gold cart. The 6 mice turned into 6 horses, and the 6 lizards turned into the bodyguards. Then the fairy godmother swung her wand and spoke the same spell. Amazing! Cinderella's dirty clothes changed into a very beautiful dress with sparkling jewelry. She wore a pair of glass slippers too. Before she left, the fairy godmother told her, "Ella, the magic will disappear after the bell of 12 o'clock ring. Therefore, exactly at 12 night, you have to leave the ball. Well, fairy godmother, I will remember this message and leave the party promptly at 12 night. Thank you so much, madam. Cinderella immediately went to the ball with all her magical things. In the palace, all the girls showed their beauty in front of the prince, but the prince didn't seem impressed by any of them. Not long, Cinderella arrived at the ball. People were very surprised because of her beauty, including the stepmother and 2 stepsisters. They didn't realize that the pretty girl was Cinderella. The prince was impressed and approached Cinderella. "Princess, you look so beautiful. Will you dance with me?" asked the prince. "Of course, it's an honor that I can dance with you," replied Cinderella. Both of them were dancing with happiness all the night. Cinderella was so happy and forgot the time. Apparently, the clock started approaching at 12 o'clock. The bell began to ring. "I'm so sorry, Prince, I have to go home." She ran out of the palace, but one of her glass slippers had left on the way. She kept running. The prince ran after her and found Cinderella's glass slipper in the middle of the stairs. The prince took it and planned to find who the actual owner of the glass slipper. A few next days, the prince and his soldiers went from house to house to find the owner of glass slipper. However, none of them were suitable. Finally, he arrived at Cinderella's home. Anastasia and Gracia tried the glass slipper. "I'm the older sister, so let me try it first." "What? It's too small, but at the ball it was fit on my feet," said Anastasia. "Don't say any reasons. It's my turn to try the glass slipper." "Oh, maybe I soaked in warm water too long this morning, so my feet's shrinking. It's too big on my foot," said Gracia. The prince and his soldiers almost gave up. Suddenly, Cinderella came with her dirty clothes. The prince asked Cinderella to try the glass slipper too. But the cruel stepmother refused to let her try. "I'm sorry, my majesty. How can you think that dirty girl is maybe the princess? It's impossible, isn't it?" said the stepmother. "Miss, she has a right to try the glass slipper too," replied the prince. Cinderella stuck her foot into the glass slipper. Magically, she turned back into the beautiful princess. "Amazing! The magic is back," said Cinderella. Everybody was very surprised, especially her stepmother and her 2 stepsisters. "How can she turn into the princess?" said the stepmother. Then the prince asked Cinderella to marry him. "You are the girl who I had been looking for. Will you marry me?" asked the prince. Of course. After that, Cinderella went to the palace with her prince and lived happily together. That's all. Thank you for listening and watching this video.